In today's video, we're going to be jumping back into more Monster Hunter Wilds, and this time I'll be going over all 11 secret armors and how you can get hold of them nice and easy. These armors are absolutely amazing as some have some really good skills on them, but as well as that, don't forget, even if you don't want to wear them, it's well worth unlocking them so you can have them as your layered armor, enabling your character to have really cool aesthetics. Now, in order to get hold of these armors, you will have to have reached the kind of end game, so you will be on high rank, and then you're going to have to make sure that you've unlocked all of the various material traders throughout the different villages. Ones such as Gordigog from Woodwood Hideout, then of course there's Kilima over in Conifer Village in Windwood Plains, a few of the ones over in Oil Basin such as Ada, then you've got Rove over in Iceshard Cliffs, Sekka over in Suja Peaks of Accord, as well as Ren over in the ruins of Roiveria. Now remember, don't worry too much, as long as you've done all the side quests and such, and you've unlocked these as you've been playing the game, you should be absolutely golden, and you won't have to travel back and forth to these each time. Instead, you're going to be speaking to Nata, who serves as a kind of intermediary. They'll help you to get all of the resources that you need to play the game nicely, as well as giving you the item trading function, for all of the people listed, plus a few others. Now, one thing to remember when you're playing through the game, as you're adventuring, as you're setting out on your journeys, always make sure you're trying to pick up the kind of question mark items. Using your item filter for your maps can really help out, especially if you want to set them as markers. And remember, if you need to reset any of them, just travel to another location, travel back here, or save at a tent works perfect. You're definitely going to want to watch out for these and save them up whenever you can, as it will definitely help you out by gathering up some rare items that you're going to need later on. Remember, when you are looking for these question mark ones, these ones are on a kind of cooldown function, so whenever you do collect one, it's going to be a 15-minute duration before it actually respawns again. However, you can get around this by saving in your tent, fast forwarding time, or just travelling to another location and coming back, and it will have respawned that way as well. Both of these work out ideal, and depending on how many guild points you got, you're probably going to choose one or the other. So whenever you actually want to unlock these new secret armors, the key element to this is by getting hold of a certain resource. So the first one we're going to be picking up is going to be the Dalfidon Wall, and it's going to actually unlock the Conifer armor set. Most of the times you'll be able to get hold of this by trading with Kilima from Windsong Village or Gordigog from Woodwood Hideout. Then, just same as normal, whenever you want to get yourself some new armour, you're going to head over to Gemma and you'll be able to now craft these new unique sets. This one's a really nice set if you want a bit of extra boost into your Palico, as well as wide range, which can help out with healing and buffing your parties. Also, be aware all of these armour sets actually come with the same set skill, and that's going to be Forager's Luck, which gives you a kind of more opportunity to find rarer gathering points. Over to our second armour, and for this one we're going to be going to the trade list once more, and this time we're going to be after Azuz Tanned Leather. There's a few different traders that can give you this, such as your Braz from Azuz, Dogged from Azuz, and again Gordigord from Woodwood Hideout. This 3-piece set actually has some pretty decent skills on it, such as Maximum Might and Heroics. Over to our third set, and for this one you're going to want to look for Suja Textiles in order to unlock the Suja armor set. You can get hold of this by the trader Sekka in Suja. Now, even though this is just one piece, this is probably one of the tankiest pieces of gear in the game. It's really cool as it gives you 3 whole skill points in Divine Blessing, maxing it out, which is one of the tankiest kind of skills currently in the game. It can really help you with your durability, and you may see yourself setting this as your single piece of gear and then equipping a 4-piece around it, or 2 pieces. Now, in order to unlock your sealed armour, what you want to do is this time pick up some sealed cotton. You can pick these up from Ren in Keeper's Vigil in Iceshard, or again Gordigog in Woodwood Hideout. This one you've probably seen whilst you're playing the game. A lot of the people up in the icy places will be wearing this one, and it's more of a foraging set than it is an actual damage type set. Over to our fifth one, and we're going to be looking up one that's probably one of the coolest looking ones in the game, the Death Stench armor set that you can unlock by finding the Sinister Cloth. The only person I found with this was Gordigog from Woodwood Village. Honestly though, this has one of the coolest aesthetics in the game. It's a really nice one to look at, and it has a really cool female counterpart as well. Also, the actual skills on these aren't too bad whatsoever, including things such as Resentment, Ambush and Intimidator. Now for our 6th and our 7th armour sets, these ones are unlocked by the same thing, and that's going to be by picking up the Great Hornfly that you'll be able to acquire from either Mud Shypie or Gordigog from Woodwood Hideout. This is going to unlock 2 complete different sets, both of the kind of insect variety, and that's going to be your Butterfly armor set that looks to focus on a lot of evade and a bit of recovery, as well as giving you a bit of the skill Constitution. On top of that though, you've also unlocked the King Beetle armor set, and this one I think looks absolutely amazing. This one gives you an absolute abundance of resist going on, as well as a little bit of heroics, foray and flair. Now for our 8th set, we're going to be looking for the High Metal armor set, and this time you're going to unlock it by grabbing yourself some dreary sight scraps. I found the best way to get hold of this was actually by going to your material collections that you'll be grabbing from your villages, and I actually got hold of some from Sabar in Azuz. If you're after a highly armoured look, this may well be the set for you, as it looks kind of awesome that way, and again it focuses for its skills mainly on the defensive side. For our 9th armour set, we're going to be going for the Melahua armour set, and this is going to be unlocked by acquiring the Great Hibiscus from Raishar in Sealed. Completely different to the last one we saw, the aesthetics on this are much more cloth-like, look a little bit on the kind of flimsy side, and the skills attached to it are pretty much on the recovery side. Mushroom-mancer, recovery speed, as well as a few resists to name just a few of them. For our 10th armour set, this one's actually really easy to collect, as you'll be unlocking this as you play through the main storyline, and when you complete chapter 5, the main mission, What We Protect, is going to automatically unlock. Another really cool aesthetic one, very metallic, and that's going to be our Artian set. This one has a little bit of earplugs going on with its skills, quite a few points in flair, as well as again, similar to a few of the other armour sets, it's got a few different resistances added on as well. For the last armour set, number 11, we're going to be after the battle armour set, and in order to pick this one up, you're going to need a Scarred Scale, and I managed to pick one up from the material trader Gordigog again. But I believe you may also be able to pick it up from Sekka if they've got it available. This one's quite a cool looking set overall for your armour types, and again focuses a little bit on your resistances, but also gives you some nice skills for your stamina and such. For anyone who likes dodging a lot or feels like they need to conserve stamina, this may well be a great choice. Honestly, all of these are worth picking up. A lot of them I don't think you'll actually be wearing for I don't think you'll actually be wearing because of their skills not being too attack orientated, but they're well worth having just so you can pick up everything in the game. Now, I think you'll be okay collecting most of these resources on your own. Just use your map, your filter icons, and you should be golden. But one thing you may want to know is how to get some of your ancient wyvern coins, as these can be a little bit difficult now that some of the things have been nerfed. If you head over to the Windward Plains and you go over to this campsite, Area 14, Groundwater Vein, then you're just going to make your way straight forward through the alcove, head into this cave, and you're going to find a crab bopping around on the floor. Use your capture net, grab it when you can, and this will give you an ancient wyvern coin every single time you do it. Perfect thing is it's right next to your campsite, so you can just go straight into your tent, change it over to the next day, and then jump in and rinse and repeat to your heart's desire. Or if you're running low on guild coins, just head off to another location and then make your way back here and do the same. Ultimately, I don't think you'll be wearing quite a few of these armour sets because not many of them are actually attack focused, but a few of them are definitely worth having, especially ones such as the Sujah armour, as that can be an absolutely amazing piece of gear to put on for anyone who wants a bit of survivability. And of course, when you do unlock these, all of them will be available as layered armour. Now, just go into your tent, and no matter what armour you're wearing, you'll be able to change the aesthetics to any of the ones you've actually purchased, meaning you won't lose out on any of the stats or skills you've got on your main armour type, but you will be able to give them a new unique look. Let's face it, you could do a lot worse than playing Monster Hunter, dressed up as an absolutely massive stag beetle. But yeah, hopefully this has helped a few of you guys and girls out. There'll be a load more content on the way from me. As always, Wolf Wins Gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.